With BMTV, the future's bright and strong.
Hello, welcome to BMTV in Suka once again. We appreciate you for always being here with us. Thank you very much. On the 20th of November, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, the Court of Justice Omotosho, sentenced Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, to life imprisonment. He was convicted of terrorism and other charges, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Here we want to analyze how this sentencing, how the life imprisonment, how it will actually affect the economy and the security and the economy of Southeast. Because since 2021, when he was arrested, there has been Monday sit-at-homes in southeastern part of Nigeria, even though it was declared by IPOB and they later cancelled, and some persons continued enforcing the sit-at-home, and that's actually affected both the security and the economy of Southeast. Now that Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced, we want to know, will this sentencing actually help the economy of Southeast? Will it bring security in the Southeast? We really want to understand this. And the sentencing, I am not a lawyer, I am not a judge, and I don't really know if it is justifiable. But while in the courts, the man was shouting, he was saying, Omotosho, show me the law. Where is the law? Which law was he tried upon? These were the questions he was asking. So we have been investigating and researching to understand if actually this is something the sentence was worth doing, if he committed a crime worth sentencing to life imprisonment. And we also try to juxtapose it with other trials that have taken place, maybe when known terrorists were involved, how it actually affected how their judgments were carried out and the sentencing. So these are the things we want to actually talk about and see how it pans out. Thank you very much and stay tuned. So with me here to discuss this very important and very sensitive topic is Bright Futures. Bright,
Sir,
you're looking very fresh this morning.
thank you. The Lord's doing.
Yeah, I can see the Lord is doing a very marvelous work.
Yeah.
Okay, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, right now he has been imprisoned and he has been sent from DSS custody in Abuja to Sokoto. According to the judgment, he was convicted of terrorism. And when one is convicted of terrorism, it is expected that the area in which he has been terrorizing, as in quotes, will experience peace. Do you think the sentencing, the imprisonment, will bring security in Igbo land in Southeast?
Well, I don't think his sentencing will bring security. Instead, it will worsen security challenge in Southeast.
Okay.
Because why there has been fear in Southeast is, and we're having so many security issues in Southeast, is because he was arrested. Before he was arrested, all this sit at home and Monday sit at home and 30th day sit at, all those things we have not been experiencing it. And you know, all this insecurity stuff happens mostly on sit at home days.
Yes.
And the reason for the sit at home was because he was arrested.
Okay.
And now that he has been imprisoned, I don't think it will stop. I think it will enter year 7, because the people agitating for his release are the people ordering the sit at home. Now, convicting him will still trigger them the more
To do more.
Okay. So I believe that what will restore normalcy in Southeast is releasing him. If he is released and he issues order for everybody to cease fire, I think peace will come back to Southeast. That's my opinion.
Okay. The judgment. when we look at the judgment, I will speak from my own understanding.
Okay.
The judgment, ndị be anyị sị na onye a na-egbu egbu na-agọ, ọ bụ ya? Something like that. Na-ekwu ọnụ ya. So, according to the judgment, he was convicted of terrorism, and according to the man as well, Nnamdi Kanu, he said that most of the things that he was convicted of, that the Nigerian court was not, didn't have the jurisdiction to try him over that because he was broadcasting from the United Kingdom and also from Kenya, where he was arrested. So, do you think the judgment, just I need a brief answer, do you think that very judgment is fair to Nnamdi Kanu as an Igbo man or a Nigerian?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, and I can only say what I know. That's not my field, and I cannot say whether it's fair or not.
Okay.
But if it was fair, the young man should have understood that the judgment was fair. If it's not fair, the agitation is right.
A few days ago, I was watching television, and the Honorable Erufai, a member of House of Representatives representing a particular constituency in Kaduna State, he was saying that that it seems like there are two laws in Nigeria, that a convicted Boko Haram leader a known Boko Haram leader was convicted, and the man was sentenced for 20 years, and then Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced for life imprisonment. The honorable, he was saying, where is the justice there that one is being given lesser sentence, the other one is being given higher sentence with even stringent conditions? Do you have anything to say about that? About the remark made by?
Well, I like I told you before, I'm not a lawyer, but that's a lawmaker, right?
Yes.
And well, I love his boldness anyway to speak the truth, because do you know one thing that I'm disappointed in?
No.
We have various Igbo people in that position that cannot speak against the injustice system in this country. And an Hausa man is...
Yeah, he's actually a Fulani man.
A Fulani man is speaking on our behalf. It is a shame to all the leaders of Ndi Igbo. It is a shame to all the people that call themselves Igbo allies and the rest of them, because what he said is actually the truth. If we are to be fair, let's be fair.
Okay.
If you are convicting someone of terrorism, let the conviction be equal.
The sentencing should be equal.
Let the sentencing be equal. You don't give the other guy higher punishment and give the other guy lower punishment, and you are convicting them for the same reason, for the same cause. So to me, what he said is right. Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyways, this is actually a very short program, and the take home here from my understanding is that he who goes to equity must go with clean hands, and the conviction and the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu is likely not going to bring security to the Southeast.
I don't say it.
And anybody who loves Southeast should promote what is going to bring security.
Yes.
We want to feel safe. We want to go out and come back home safely. And the federal government should also understand that keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the prison is actually not going to help bring security in the Southeast, because since 2021 that he has been in the prison and the detention, if keeping him would bring security and safety to to Igbo land, that would have been achieved long time ago. But instead, the whole situation worsened. So the judgment, only them know how they came up with the judgment. Only them know how the trial went, because I even noticed during the trial they did not allow media persons to do any coverage, but on the judgment day there was fully live coverage of the judgment. Even that very day, there were some policemen stationed in Nnamdi Kanu's home in Ibeku, Abia State, which was like they already told the policemen that this is actually going to be the outcome of the judgment, and go there and station yourself in case people make any move and all that. So Nigeria has to understand, just like what Shore used to say, that Nigeria has an Igbo question, something like that. When it comes to an Igbo man, things will be treated differently. But when it comes to others from other regions, things will be treated differently. But there was something one man told me. The man said that judgment in Nigeria is region-based. Region-based in the sense that the leaders of the region, just like what you have said, they somehow determine what happens or how the person from their region is being sentenced. The man was like, when Sunday Igboho was arrested, Yoruba people, the Yoruba elites, they rallied around, went to Benin Republic and made sure that Sunday Igboho was released. When far back, when Gani Adams was arrested and detained, they rallied around him and he was released. When Asare Dokbo was arrested, the people from Niger Delta, they rallied around and he was released. In fact, there was a Boko Haram leader, the one who was part of, in fact, who orchestrated the one bombing that took place in, I think, in Abuja. When the man was arrested, and somehow he escaped from detention, and he was later found in the house or the lodge of a sitting governor as of then. So that's how you understand, even though some people might truly commit crime, there are some certain level of treatment, level of support that come from the leaders of that very region, which we, people from the southeast, Ndibo, our elites, our leaders, they don't actually give such support. And that's a problem. And at the same time, it is telling you as an Igbo man to stay away from crime. Because if you actually commit a crime, now I'm making a general statement. I'm not saying that Nnamdi Kanu committed a crime or not, but I'm making a general statement. If you commit a crime that draws the attention of the federal government, just to understand that Igbo leaders who are more interested in the politics they play, maybe having a political appointment, retaining their positions and all that, they're not going to come to speak for you. So this is something we have to understand, and we have to know that most of, I won't say all of them, most Igbo leaders have failed us. They have actually failed. And in their failure, the youths are not a kind of giving them the maximum respect that elites are supposed to get from the younger ones. And that's something that everybody has to sit down and discuss and know what is the way forward for Igbo land. With this, we want to appreciate you for being with us. We will somehow continue to touch some of these things, insecurity and banditry in Igbo land and even in the nation, because right now, Nigeria is in a very serious trouble. Banditry every day. Bandits are touching everywhere. But before we round up the program, do you have anything to say about this banditry ravaging the whole country?
Well, I don't know where and what again to say about this mandatory thing, because this has been the cry we've been crying all over social media for many years now. And this time around, it's taking another shape, because since these guys are like, they don't even care any longer. Imagine after Trump gave warning about him having Nigeria as a country of personal concern, particular concern, and I was thinking that after that statement, a lot of things will come down. But looking at it, it seems that even after that statement, things started escalating. Maybe the statement triggered banditry or something like that.
Yeah.
But I want to appeal to the federal government to please do something about this. Our president should sit up. A lot is going down. A lot is going on. And nowhere is safe. Again, not even in your home. Everywhere now. Even your neighbor, you are not even sure of your neighbor again. Everybody is afraid because you don't know when they will meet you. Imagine going to churches to kidnap pastors' children, going to schools and the rest of all these things is not worth it. This is not the Nigeria we are praying for. This is not the Nigeria we've been praying for since we were born. I can remember when we were small, after assembly ground, I said, Nigeria no king sobu. When we were small, I knew Nigeria no king sobu. And now, this is the time, the trouble we've been praying for. Because then there was nothing like going to church to kidnap people.
Yeah.
Nigeria no king sobu then. I was very small then. But now, now. We are everybody is now a target. I remember before now, they say touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. About Reverend Father the other day. And a lot of things are going, but everywhere, nowhere is safe. So I appeal to the president of the country, Bola Ahmed, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please, and please, consider us your children and save us from this mess. He's the only person that can do this for us. He's the only person that can do this for us. Please, let's have a safe. People are running out of the country every day. And if eventually everybody escapes from this country, who are you ruling? Who are you going to rule again? Nobody. So Biko, our president, please do something. So that's all I have to say about this boundary change. Let the government sit up because we don't even know what tomorrow will look like. Christmas is now coming. People are afraid of coming home to celebrate Christmas.
The problem is where they are are they safe there?
Even to come back is problem.
Okay, because of being on
coming back is the
travel.
Yeah. Traveling back is the major problem.
Yes.
Is it not better you die where you are than die on the road?
So it's true. So I have the story.
So that's it. So please, the government and the security agencies in this country should sit up. They should sit up. It's not only about following Yahoo boys and the rest of them. Let us go inside this bush and rescue our people. Let us go inside and arrest all these people.
Okay, thank you very much. Nigeria, we have to understand that when something like this is happening, it becomes an issue. It's already an issue. But what I keep asking is this: is the banditry industry just for money, or there is a greater purpose, a greater goal in which they want to achieve? Some sides said it's genocide, whilst other sides said it is just banditry, that they are kidnapping for money and all that. So when we are able to come to terms and tell ourselves that there is a greater goal that they are pursuing, by then everybody will be able to come to the round table and actually discuss what is the necessary things we are supposed to discuss. Because if the banditry is based on a greater goal, which means it is ideological based, which means without sitting down and understand that something that is ideological based, you cannot just stop it with maybe guns and bullets, then the nation will have to sit down and discuss, have important discussions, and we'll be able to know way forward. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
With BMTV, the future's bright and strong.